Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a dungeon master. Is he, him pronouns. We are playing the Gribbets Detective Agency adventure today. This is a Dragon Friends inspired and published adventure. If you have listened to Dragon Friends, another podcast that I guess you could be listening to right now, you're not supposed to tell people about other podcasts on your podcast, especially if those podcasts are better. But that's what I just did. A note for those of you who maybe I get all these wonderful things about people who listen to Total Party Kill with their children. This is not one of those adventures to do, at least not the first time through. Feel free to review this and then decide what you want your child to learn and take away from the world. Because in the spirit of Dragon Friends, a very not safe for work podcast, our adventurers today have been told they can use whatever horrible words they want, and I have already regretted, because it turns out it's not just the words, it's how they put them together. And speaking of horrible perverted weirdos, let me introduce Steve Lutz first.
Steve Lutz, fuck yeah. That's me.
Hi, Steve.
How you doing, Tony?
Good.
Glad to hear it.
Somebody has a bunch of
Steve,
crinkly noise.
I think there might be something going on with your microphone at the moment.
It may not be going through your headset.
Because you're muted at this point, or you're quiet for some reason. I wonder if your plug's unplugged. There we go.
That's better.
You are much better now.
Okay.
Let's just do that one more time. It's Steve Lutz.
Steve Lutz, fuck yeah. It's better the second time.
Steve Lutz, would you like to say what character you're playing?
No, but I will.
Right.
I'm playing Frank. He's a turtle. He's a barbarian. He's got a shell. He lives in a sewer, and he's totally radical.
All right. Next up, it's Micah Sargent. Hi, Micah.
Hi, Micah Sargent, he, him. I will let Glupo, he, him, introduce himself. Oh, hey there. I'm Glupo, a forest gnome bard, and I'm just having a ton of fucking fun hanging out with my pals. We're just, going all over.
So unnatural.
Going all over Wanker Deep, and trying to answer the questions we have. And yes, it is very unnatural.
No, I like it, because hearing swears in Micah's voice is weird, but Glupo's voice, it's like, I don't know Glupo. That guy's a jerk. He swears all the time.
Right. Exactly.
We need to get Micah like a ventriloquist puppet that can swear for him.
Glupo over here. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great.
What is an accent? What is an affected accent, but a virtual ventriloquist? Dummy. Anyway.
Wow.
Next up, it's Annette Weirster. Hi, Annette.
Hello, I am Annette, she, her, and I am playing Kakara, who is an Aarakocra ranger, and all I want to do is talk to all the fucking birds.
Mm-hmm. And I have made the misfortune of every time you ask if there are birds around, I say, yeah, there's birds. It's a city. I don't know.
Of course there are.
I mean, maybe this is just my lived experience. When I leave my house and I look around, usually there's a bird somewhere. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to get far away from birds. They're everywhere. Different types
you have
of
birds directly behind you. How do they feel about all this?
There's at least one bird
cosplay
in my house at all times. It's, yeah. Next up, it's James Thompson.
He, him pronouns. I am playing Leon Two Blades Lyerson, who is a 100% entirely human rogue and not suspicious in any sense. And I am apparently the only person drinking on this podcast at this stage.
So far.
Well, time zones. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. And last, but not least, and in fact, possibly the weirdest of the weirdos, it's Tiff Armett. Hi, Tiff.
Hi.
Are we good enough friends that I can call you a giant weirdo on a podcast?
Oh, totes.
All right.
Absolutely. I'm here to follow my filthy heart and play as Aquafina Thirstrap. And she is she, hers. And me, hers is also. We are we're going somewhere.
Wow.
With this. I'm really nervous about pronouncing this race because I was told it was wrong, but let's go. A water genasi fighter.
I will be honest.
Perfect.
I heard you say that, and I was like, "Oh, I've been saying it wrong the whole time." It is the challenging thing where, lots of D&D words you see them in writing for a million years. It turns out, I think one of the listeners or Monty pointed out that Wizards of the Coast has like a little pronunciation guide for stuff, and I was like, "This is amazing," because I've just been saying words wrong for let's just say my entire life. So yeah,
that Genasi cream ale.
Yeah. What has been happening in our adventure? Well, our friends are all members of the Waterdeep Guild of Beggars, Tricksters, and Thieves. And it seems that the leader of that guild, one Janos Mir, self-styled the Beggar King, has gone missing. You have been recruited by Janos Mir's confidant, lawyer, and errand boy, Gribbets the Goblin, to search him out. It seems like Janos Mir was investigating some kind of conspiracy related to the House of Artificers, who are have taken the blame for burning down a large chunk of Waterdeep last year. And it seems like perhaps Janos Mir got in a little too deep and has gone missing. So
That's what she said.
Ding. So Janos Mir had his requisite conspiracy wall with a map of Waterdeep and various locations, and you just basically worked south to north. You went to my map has been defaced, so now I'm trying to remember the actual names of these things. What was it? It's not the Shitty Dock Tavern. It was something else. Shady Dock?
No, it was the Shitty Cock Tavern.
That is
Tony.
not what it was.
Say what
That
it
is-
says, Tony. It's clearly written.
Yeah.
It's on the
It was
map. It's
The
canon.
Shady
I
Dock
believe-
Read the damn map.
Tavern.
I
The
believe it was the
Dock
Shady Dock Tavern.
No.
You went from there to the ruins of the House of the Artificers, and from there to Friezo's Bakery, collecting information and occasionally committing mild larceny wherever you went. This is the part where I see if the players remember anything from a session that was 2 weeks ago.
Nope.
Do you? No, okay, thanks, Steve. Anything that you remember so far about what you know about what's going on in Waterdeep
Nope.
and/or possible leads to the location of one?
We're heading
Janos Mir.
northwest.
Who's Janos
According to
Mir?
the man whore, aren't we?
Yes, I believe so.
I believe you had just left Friezo's Bakery and were in search of a place to buy a healing potion, because you did make the wise choice that so far you make bad choices, and having at least one healing potion would be a sound investment. I told you that a healing potion costs 50 gold pieces, and you have, I believe, at this point pooled together the various sundry things that you have ripped off from everybody you've met along the way, and can currently pool that to purchase one healing potion. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
We are going to
So, yeah.
recharge our total.
Yes, because Frank, you took some damage in the fight with the ghouls.
Point
Yes,
of
he did.
clarification: what's a torpal? Because it sounds dirty.
A tortle is like a
Oh, I thought
walkie-talkie
you said
turtle.
recharge our torpal, and I didn't know what
Well-
a torpal was.
It's a really
It's a-
high-end vibrator.
Yeah, Marika, you'll understand when you're older.
They call it a torpal sword, but that's not really what it is.
You get it from Sharper Image.
It's for stress relief, really.
Oh, sorry, ye old Sharper Image.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you. Sharper image. Yeah. It's got the image is spelled with 2 E's to make it seem old timey.
Recharge your torpal.
So just down the street and around the corner from Friezo's Bakery
Fudge is
is yes, there is there's a little apothecary shop where you go in, you spend your 50 gold pieces, and you get a healing potion. Now, just remind me, do you have no ability to heal Frank other than a healing potion?
Oh, I think we do have
Some of us
Bard,
can heal.
but we were saving that.
But you don't want to. Okay.
Well, I mean, this is
Maybe we
free.
do.
Tony seems very much against us buying a healing potion.
This is like a
It's
free
very
thing
We're all
expensive.
just really withholding.
It's not free. It literally costs 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, but they weren't our gold pieces, so
We
it's
stole
free.
them
yeah,
from
I'm
the
just-
cash
yeah, you-
register
it
at the
took-
bakery.
All right, look, let us talk about the nature of work. Sure, you didn't earn these, but in a way, you took work to make these.
I mean,
Look, you're free to
took-
buy. You
Frank was damaged, which then got us the money, which we're using to heal him. So it's kind of like a perpetual motion thing.
Mhm.
okay? Well, now, so please mark down that you have spent 50 gold pieces. I don't know who that's coming from, but I know you communally
I
have
think,
50
I
gold
think it
pieces.
was James and
Tiff,
Tiff,
yeah.
together,
We
yeah.
were pooling our.
All right.
So how much do I spend?
I
gotta
think it's
remove
25
something.
each, but I can't
25
remember how
each.
much
Do you
I
have
had.
25 each?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
Okay.
I'm flush with cash.
I mean, you just spent it on a healing potion for a turtle.
Yeah, but he's a nice turtle.
And
Okay.
for some table talk, as was pointed out, there's not often a lot of opportunities to spend money or use that money for anything of import. And so might as well use it on healing potions and save spells for when we need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also, you don't want to die with your pockets full of money and not full of healing
Exactly.
potions.
I do want to
Yeah.
die with my pockets full of money, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
Frank
better
sells
than
back
empty.
the healing potion and just
Yeah.
lines his pockets with money.
Thanks, guys. I can
For-
get probably 100 gold
The
pieces
apoth-
for this.
The apothecary offers you 40% trade investments.
Oh.
How much do we get for a giant turtle shell at the apothecary?
Well, I mean, I think it needs to be like treated. This one smells not great.
Hey, I
So-
washed him. He had a shower last
Just
time.
the outside.
Actually, yeah, I guess he probably smells better you all live in the sewer, so you're not winning any contests.
Yeah,
Most of
but-
that smell is emanating from within the shell,
Yeah.
I should point out.
Frank, let me just ask you a question. Do you drink that healing potion now, or you just save it for later?
No, I think I'll probably imbibe it now because I'm down to half hit points, and
All
somebody's
right.
got to be the tank here. So
I believe that you
Right,
get
the tank.
you get 2d4 plus 2 hit points regained when you pop the top of that healing potion.
2d4.
Thank you.
2d4. Somebody is going to roll dice for the first time today, and that somebody, I guess, will be Steve Lutz. I don't
That's
know.
exciting. I hate rolling a d4 though. It's the
I just
most
realized I might want
unsatisfying die
yeah,
to roll.
a little caltrop die. I
All right,
realized I might need
2d4
dice.
plus 2. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. There's a 2,
No, that's not great. Not bad.
and there's another 2. So 6
Slightly
hit
below
points,
average.
which actually
Yeah.
gets me up to 1 short of full. So that's all.
Okay.
right.
Nice.
So that's what you needed.
Money
Anything
well
else you
spent.
want to do, or
Thanks, everybody. I feel
or-
better.
or take care of at this apothecary?
Would
Is
they
there
like
somebody
a
we can
love-
beat up or rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's rob someone.
Or
now
any
that we've
lockets
like,
containing personal photos we can throw to the floor?
As we
I was
walk away,
gonna
we set the
try-
apothecary shop on fire.
just sort of
I
lob a
will. I
Molotov
will. I
cocktail
will.
in as we
I will
leave.
point out that Waterdeep is a city of law and order. I literally sent
Sort
you what the.
But we're not.
I suddenly
the laws are.
understand what murder hobo means, Tony.
Yeah. Yep. And so far, I think you've mainly gotten away with robbing people who are
Burns.
part of the criminal underbelly. But if you're going to escalate to robbing legitimate businesses, there may be repercussions.
Things will go poorly for you.
There's no
All right, shall we
ethical
go up to,
consumption
uh,
of
But
capitalism.
there is a very nervous shopkeeper behind the counter of the apothecary, very concerned about how long you people are going to hang out.
Well,
We got things to do.
Yeah. Can I sell off this locket? Would they be interested in that? Do you think? Or should-
The nervous shopkeeper says, "This is not a pawn shop."
It's made of mercury. This here is made of mercury. You can melt it down and use mercury for all the things you use mercury for.
don't
I
think you know
don't
what
think
mercury is.
I don't think this is mercury, and I don't have smelting abilities. I think maybe if you go back down by the docks, you'll find some pawn shops that are more of your speed.
To the docks.
That's what I was just thinking.
Oh,
Well, we're headed to the dicks. I mean,
I think you mean the cocks.
oh, that's right. Cox
yeah.
is better.
Thanks for keeping us on track of that.
No problem.
All right, the
I mean,
bell
I'm sure there
rings.
are services like that available
some
down
shitty
at the
cocks
docks,
down
but,
there.
Yeah, the docks area is, there's 1 in 10% pawn shops. It's
I think we're going to say
as
10%
you-
Cox, but okay.
no, nope.
It's
that's
usually
you people, not
50-50.
like that.
20.
It's kind of
Yeah. As you head out of the apothecary, the little bell rings, ding, 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 and you are standing in the street arguing about what word you're going to use to disparage the docks area. When there are some guys on the street, and they start yelling at you.
Why?
That's right.
a bit rude.
Hi, how are you? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, crap. It's a battle map.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Mike has seen through my clever ruse.
It looks
all
like
right.
we have a goon.
There are. Let me. Do you see? I'll see the battle map. Okay, you see where you are.
Yes.
So
There we are.
there's 4 kind of disreputable individuals kind of converging on you from 2 different directions. 3 kind of beefy guys and one he looks a little bit more kind of wiry, stringy kind of guy. He seems to be the one doing the talking, and he's like, "Hey, you guys, you there, you, hey, I'm talking to you.
Hello. What do you want?
The days of the beggar court are over. That bastard Janos Mir is finished. Stop your investigations. No more questions. Go home."
Okay.
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 See you
Yeah,
later. We're
Yeah,
going
that's
home now.
fine.
Lock
We'll
it to
just be
sell.
on our way. Thanks.
All right, this is where I ask at least one of you to roll deception because you are lying.
Okay, I can do that.
Do you have high deception? Because I'm a charisma-based bard.
I have high.
I'm gonna roll it anyway.
I got a 22
Okay.
on
Frank,
it.
I have
I got a 2.
low deception.
Okay, shut up, Frank.
So Frank rolled a 2.
Frank is saying,
Leon, you rolled
okay,
a 24.
we're going home as he pulls the axe from the back of his shield.
Yeah. Home is the name of your axe.
That's right.
But Leon, you rolled a 24. Glupo, did you roll something?
No.
Okay. Well, they seem a little bit confused by the mixed reaction. The wiry guy kind of turns back to his friends and says, "See, I didn't think it'd be that easy." Frank, you have your axe out, and the guy is turned away from you.
That's when Glupo will go over to Frank as quickly as possible and just sort of rest his hand on the axe and just shake his head, see if that does anything.
Put a hand over his mouth. Just kind of like.
Glupo's short.
Are there any birds in sight?
Yeah, there's some ravens circling overhead.
Peck their eyes out. I mean, not the birds.
The birds? That seems
Kakara needs to have them.
Yeah.
I can
No,
But,
we
why
might be
don't
able
we
to
have
get
a bird
away
army?
without having to
We
fight
are-
anybody.
I
So
think we could get some information out of these guys.
The,
If we-
the
Excellent.
ruffian, who is very kind of surprised at how successful he's been with Leon, decides to kind of to press his advantage and just says, "And while you're at it, give us all your money."
Oh boy.
Frank throws a
no.
javelin at him.
You've
It's over for you hoes.
yeah.
Is that javelin? That javelin is named Money. So- all right, I am going to
Saw
roll
right through
initiative.
my ruse.
I'm going to roll initiative for these jerks. Feel free to roll initiative for your
Aw.
characters as well. We went an entire session without combat.
I told you to go with the birds.
Go with the birds.
All
And
right.
I have a
so
bird army.
just I know my battle map is a little blurry. Basically, the Scrapper's the wiry guy, and then there's 3. I've labeled them goons, kind of encircling you. The goons are kind of bigger, beefier looking guys. The scrappy guy, he's kind of wiry looking. He's got a bow and arrow and also a little short sword. The goons looks like they've got crossbows on their backs, but they are ready to just hit you with spears are probably their main things. Let me roll for the goons. They have done a very nice 17.
Oh dear. Does the wiry guy seem substantially tougher, or
He seems different. How's that?
I'm different?
So am I.
I will tell you, I mean, he does not look as armored, but he might have more hit points. How's that in the language of D&D?
Interesting. Okay.
All right. It looks like everybody put their initiative in descending order. So, how do I say the name, Annette?
Kakara. Just
It's
like your friend.
Kakara.
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 Kakara will be first, followed by Leon, then the goons, then the Scrapper, then Frank, then Aquafina, and Galuppo, bringing up the end of the initiative order. Any questions before we jump into this?
Scrapper, stop scrapping.
Oh my god.
All right.
Scrapper, no scrapping.
I don't.
Oh,
man.
wow.
What is that a reference to?
Dora the Explorer, which is
Oh,
the
okay.
like second reference to Dora the
I-
Explorer on the
I
show.
just
which
assumed
love.
Third or
Scrapper sounded
fourth,
slightly
really.
more like a discount Transformers to me. So, Annette, take it away.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bow and arrow from where I am, and I'm gonna go for. Can I see Scrapper from?
No, I just think
Yeah,
of a fox.
the map is a little bit theater of the mind. Mainly, I wanted to be able to,
Okay.
show that they were around you. So, yeah, you're standing like next to the store. There's
So
two
I
groups
get
of
a
bad guys on either side.
whopping
Oh God, how are you gonna finish that?
7.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but it missed.
I
Well,
was shooting an arrow.
All right, you fire an arrow at Scrapper, and he kind of sidesteps it. You can tell he's itching to fire an arrow back at you.
I fluff my wings up.
Ooh. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Leon.
Well, I'm not really in a good position here because I've got 9 hit points. I am going to dive
Tell Tony
behind.
that.
I think I'm going to like move first so that I'm behind Frank.
Okay. Just to point out, Frank is one turtle. I don't think all of you can hide behind him.
Well,
He's pretty big.
um,
There might be room in my shell if you want to climb in here with me.
Do you think that's how turtles work?
Your
Yes,
little house in there.
actually.
Duh.
Okay.
I mean, like-
all right. All of your knowledge of turtles is informed by Cartoon Turtles, Steve.
That's right.
Hard
what
for
if
me to
there's
argue
like
with
a
that.
sort of bag of holding type thing going on in the
Shell of holding.
So there's like a little hatch on the back. We all climb in.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. So Leon, so far you have run away. Also, you would like to do anything useful?
Brave Sir
well,
Leon.
We shall see. I will use a short bow as well, and I will attempt to fire at the Scrapper. If everybody else could stand next to one of the goons, that will help me in future combat rounds. So let's see. I have rolled an 11.
Your bow shot skitters wide. It rattles down the street, panicking some onlookers. You're causing a scene.
We're not causing a scene.
No, you're really not. This is on them.
I think I can do absolutely nothing else at this point.
All right.
Going great so far, team.
Yep. Why did we buy that stupid healing potion?
The goons are next. Now, several of you have basically suggested that you've arranged yourself out behind Frank, such that Frank would be the kind of the front here. Certainly, I think for at least one goon, that's true. I put you on the map. I didn't give you a chance to place yourself, so I will let you kind of decide where you are. I mean, has everyone kind of tried to hide behind Frank, or is there other people that would be kind of position themselves?
Can
on a
I
front row?
like just be
don't
like
think Glupo would
fly
hide
up
behind
to the
Frank.
top of the roof?
Can you just
flying
fly
away and leaving us?
No, I'm just gonna like fly up onto the roof so I
Done.
can like get
There
them
she
from a
goes.
down angle.
All right.
I was also gonna roof it. Can I like use my
Don't roofie.
Got a
these
couple
You
of
haven't
roofies
had-
here.
I'm roofing.
Agavina, you haven't had a turn yet, so
Yeah.
So we're gonna say that
Put-
that
put your
Kakara was
potions
able to do
away.
that on her
okay,
turn.
from her
Instead,
turn.
just
Got it.
flies up on top of the roof, leaving all of you to die in the streets
I'll chill.
below.
Oh,
So
James,
mainly, I
that
just
is a
wanted to
big
check.
bottle. What do you got there?
Leon is behind Frank. Glupo and Aquafina, are you just? Is there
I'm
anything
not
that's
behind Frank.
All
I'm
right,
next to Leon.
all right. I think that what's going to happen is the goons are going to converge on all of you, and one goon will attack Frank, one goon will attack Glupo, and one goon will attack Aquafina, and that's just what's going to happen. Can't do anything about it. So they got spears. All right, Frank. 13 versus armor class. Lupo 5 versus armor class. Aquafina 16 versus armor class. got
If
hit?
it's the same as my AC, what does that mean?
Tie goes to the attacker.
Oh,
Sorry. Frank, did you get hit?
What was the to roll?
I think I rolled 13.
You missed.
All right. So they're stabbing with spears. Glupo manages to avoid a clumsy attack. Frank, it scrapes off your shell. Aquafina, you get hit in the leg with a spear. You're going to take 4 piercing damage. The Scrapper is next. He's going to back up actually and let the goons be the front line. He's got his bow off of his back. He's got 2 arrows knocked in it. He is looking around for his targets. Which of you is more of a big jerk? I'm going to say that the bird who's flying away, he feels like probably that's his responsibility. So he is going to fire 2 arrows at Kakara.
2 arrows?
2 arrows.
That doesn't seem fair.
2D
Well,
arrows.
Kakara. Oh, first one is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one is a 17.
Both of them hit.
Oh no, I'm very sorry. This might be real bad for you.
This might
gonna
be
take-
killing me. I have 7 hit points.
What happened?
You had 7 hit points. I'm sorry.
Am I down? I fell off the roof.
Kakara, let's just check. You were on the roof, right? You were not
Yes.
flying around. Okay,
No, I'm
that's
like
a
on
very
the
important distinction. Well, now you are on the roof, unconscious, bleeding because you've taken 12 hit points
We're
worth of
gonna need a
damage.
ladder
Oh.
or something to go up there and get.
We're gonna need some more money.
Yeah.
Are there any more bakeries in the area?
Yeah. You guys are the next adventure. I'm going to send people out to deal with you people. There's been a string of bakery thefts. All right, Frank.
Yes.
your
Frank
turn.
has his axe in hand, as previously mentioned, and he looks at the goon next to him and says, I have something to axe you. That's a bit of turtle humor. And he swings his axe at him.
The goon says, "I don't get it," and then let's see if it gets hit or not.
That is a 24.
That will hit a goon.
Excellent. That will do 10 slashing damage.
Oh, he is severely injured. Still alive, but
What?
and he's severely hurt. He's like, I don't get it. As like just and like there's like it's just a huge flap of skin is kind of flapping. And there's a lot of blood pouring out of him onto the street. He looks extremely unwell and is befuddled by your turtle's humor. Yeah, he looks unwell. Frank, anything else?
No, I think I'm pretty well situated where I'm at. So I'm gonna stay right
All
there.
right. Next up, Aquafina, Thirst Trap. You've been speared. Probably a first experience for Aquafina. Probably not a great experience.
Nah.
Not one you're looking to.
I've been speared
repeat.
every now and then.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
I have first a P of O question here. On my character sheet, right under like weapons, there's one that it looks like a piercing damage roll, and then there's another one that's kind of like shaded out and smaller. Is that for like when you throw it?
Probably. I'm not sure.
Okay.
What kind of weapon is it?
Spear.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and then second question, when it says like a +3 or 4 or something for hit / DC, do I add that to a roll?
Yeah, usually.
I'm using that
so
weapon?
like your spear is probably roll a d20 and add 3 or something like that.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
Great, thank you. And I'm going to check out goon number 1 who speared me, and I'm going to spear him right back.
That's fair.
I feel like that's very fair. And 5 + 3, so yeah. 8.
He kind of parries with his own spear, which is dripping some of your blood, and he just scowls at you. "Ugh. Stop asking so many questions," he says.
Can I also move?
If you move away from him, he will get a chance to spear you again. So you can move, but there is a danger inherent in it.
What if I move towards him?
You can't get any closer at this, I would say. You're with
okay.
He's right next to you, because he hit you with a spear. But yeah, you moving closer or moving around him would not endanger you. It's moving away from him endangers you.
Okay, I'll stay then.
Okay.
Yeah, if it stay next to him, and then I can get a sneak attack in.
Is it Glupo or Glupo?
Glupo.
Glupo.
See the umlaut
right.
or whatever it is over the U. Glupo.
Got it. Glupo. I like
Uber.
this assumption that you're using an umlaut correctly.
It looks
Yeah.
like a little face.
Yeah. Glupo, it is your turn. There's a kind of clumsy but beefy looking guard in front of you. There are 2 other goons around, including one who a decent contents of him is now on the street. And
I hit a goon
this-
and got a 5. So
well, you swing at him and you miss. So now you've missed, he's missed. It's a real
we're all missing.
Yep.
Well,
It's
not
gonna
quite
be one of
all.
those fights. Yeah.
As
Up on top.
one sec.
You go.
Let me see. I just want to make sure within 60 feet. Is Kakara within 60 feet of me?
Absolutely.
Okay, then Kakara, on your turn, you've got 1d6 to add to your roll.
My
Your attack
death
Is that a
saving
bardic-
roll.
Oh, that's
Bardic
right. You're
inspiration?
almost dead. I think I
I
can
am.
actually
No, no,
use
no.
it for that.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, Tony. Bardic inspiration. It says it works for ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Does that include a death saving throw?
I think
That
a death
should.
saving throw is a saving throw, so I would say
All
yes.
right.
Yay! Thank you.
Perfect.
I will take
Shoot,
that inspiration.
And remember, you can roll and then decide to use it.
Yes.
Okay.
And you, Annette, do you know how death saving throws work?
I roll a d20, right? And then if
Yep.
it's above 10,
Yeah.
and
So
then I'm good. And then I'm
yeah.
below. If I have 3 fails, I die.
Yeah, don't do that. Pro tip. And if you roll below 10, that's when you decide if you use bardic
Yes.
inspiration or not. And Micah, what did you say your bardic inspiration right now is?
D6.
D6.
Yeah.
So like if you rolled a 2, it's not going to be worth using.
Right.
But yeah. All right.
Don't roll a 2. I'm not going to
yeah.
roll a 2.
Don't
And
do
definitely
that.
don't roll a
it-
1.
Yeah, that's right out. Glupo, anything else? You have tried to stab someone with a spear. You have inspired a dying bird. Just normal things here in Dungeons and Dragons
Just
land.
sick. I'm not
That's all
dying.
for Glupo's
I
turn.
mean, you're dying. You're not dead, but you are, you're knocking pretty heavily on
I'm not
Death-
not
Death
dead.
Star.
We're
Yeah.
all dying.
Okay, but she's dying really fast. So,
She's got a head
so
start.
speaking of dying, Kakara, it is your turn. Unfortunately, you are unconscious and bleeding out
Here she
on
goes.
the roof of this building. Thankfully, it's unlikely anyone's going to do the work of climbing up on top of the building to stab you further, but also, being unconscious is not great. Want to roll that death saving throw?
I will roll it. And I rolled a 2.
Oh no, we just
Well,
said not to do that.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't going to
Did
do
you forget
that.
already?
Yeah, I did.
All right. I'm sorry,
So
Annette.
I'll
you
just
are
hold on
one
to that 6. D6.
Yep, that's one step closer to death. You get 3 strikes and you're out.
Maybe I have a cousin.
I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. This is usually the part where this happens to me, where I open up D&D Beyond and start building another character, in part because my turns are real short, but you do you. Remember when you guys came to this neighborhood to buy a healing potion and then got murdered? So, Leon,
Okay.
save the day.
Well, I'll try. What's the
Hi.
state of Goon 1?
Literally unscathed.
I think
Goon
Florida?
2 also unscathed.
He
All right.
has some of my blood on
The
him.
literally, I think you have only successfully hurt Goon 3. Goon 3 is very badly hurt. The other ones look fresh. Hale and Hardy.
Did that.
Right, I am going to then. Oh, well, let's try this. I'm going to jump between the 2 goons.
That is a choice you are making.
Yes, it's. Let's see what happens. I can do a sneak attack, but let's do a normal sword attack with 2-weapon fighting. I should have asked this question before I jumped in the middle of the 2 people. Can I hit 2 different people?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, good. I will attempt to hit goon number 1 with one of my.
And I believe you can only do sneak attack once a round, so you decide.
Yes.
But I believe you have the mechanical ability to do sneak attack to
Right.
either of these.
Although I don't think you
villains,
get
because-
what's your proficiency bonus on the second one.
No, you don't. No.
I thought with 2-weapon fighting you did. Maybe or no, you're right.
No, I don't-
You're right, Steve.
I don't think
You're
we
right.
do. I mean, we could go with Steve's
Nope.
rules, but-
All right, Goon 1.
Goon 1 with one of my short swords that I am named after. I have rolled an 18 plus 5. That seems
That'll do it.
quite good.
Oh, it's the ability modifier you don't add. You just still
Yeah.
use proficiency, which
I
is
remember there
probably
was something
worse.
where it's like it's usually like 1 or 2 lower, basically.
I do a
Uh.
1d6 plus 3.
Plus your sneak attack.
I think I get to decide if I do the sneak attack. Let me
You
see how
do
much
get to decide.
damage. I rolled an 8.
All right. I mean, I'll just tell you, if you were, this is metagaming, but you saw Frank do 10 damage to Goon 3, and Goon 3 is still alive. So,
Well, then I think I will do my sneak attack on this one, which is an extra 1d6. which is a 3.
All right. I will tell you that you did enough damage to murder this goon. Would you like to describe how you
Nice.
joined the fray and murdered a goon, Leon?
I like just sort of appeared out of the darkness like a sort of
Thing that appears from the dark.
yes, like a small person with 2 blades in their hands.
Remember that time that Tony asked a computer programmer to use their imagination?
I need
Like an array and the midnight.
I need more notice if I have to use my
All right.
imagination. I'm just
My
here to
swords were
murder.
like a binary tree with 2 sides.
A
I bubble.
binary tree, literally by definition, has
Yeah.
2 sides.
That was the extent of my joke.
I get it.
I bubble sorted his veins onto the cold cobblestones. Sorry, I'm running out of computer science terms that I know.
I don't think we use bubble sorts anymore, but anyway.
Oh, sorry, quick sort. All right, Leon, anything else?
I am.
You have a second attack. You can
I have
theoretically
a
do.
second attack, which I'm going to use on goon number 2, and I roll 15 plus 520 with my other sword.
That will definitely hit.
But I only get 1d6 with this guy, which is a 4.
All right. You have wounded goon number 2. Well, Leon, you perhaps have at least even the odds. They have committed 1 attempted murder on Kakara. You have committed 1 successful attempted murder on, we'll never know his name. We'll just remember him as Goon 1. So, yeah. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else. No, not at this level.
All right. Did I miss anybody's turn? Are we around to the goons already?
We sure are.
Yep.
Yeah,
around to
because
the
one of our
Okay.
party is lying bleeding out on the
Yeah.
top of a
Sorry, Annette.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right. The goons are next, followed by the scrapper. They do not like this, and the goons are like, "Why don't you guys just shut up?" Goon 2 is going to go for Leon because Leon is at this point confirmed murderer.
Well,
Spear
is
attack
it
on
murder? I
Self-defense.
think it was self-defense.
Castle doctrine.
Mhm.
It's still murder, right?
Well, is it?
It's
Yeah.
manslaughter, goon
I
slaughter.
mean, isn't manslaughter? None of us are lawyers here.
I mean,
Get
this
this.
person doesn't even have a
Hey, speak
name.
for
Is
yourself.
it
I'm just
really
saying-
murder if they don't have a name?
Isn't
True.
manslaughter a type of murder? Anyway.
Oh,
Well,
but is it a type of homicide? I
We
think
all
it's a
think
type of homicide.
it wasn't
but I don't know if it's a type of
premeditated
murder.
apart
Look,
from the bit where I stabbed
It's
a
like
sword
murder,
through his
but
head.
funnier because it's
It's
got
like
laughter.
real
in it.
numbers.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean,
versus-
look, there's no way we could look any of this up. It's important that we could just conjecture about it for 5 to 7
So long
minutes.
as we kill all the witnesses, it's not a crime.
if
You are
that's
on a
If there were no
street.
witnesses,
how it works.
did it really happen?
There
If
are.
anyone
It is a
Googles-
busy street. Many law-abiding citizens of Waterdeep are witness to this brawl. So you are going to have
It's
to
not
murder
a brawl. They're
They
trying to
started
kill
it.
us.
You saw
dozens
it.
of people. Look, things happen. Surely, I think, assuming they can recollect the details, the law is on your side here, but you may still need to spend 1d4 days at the police station getting this cleared up.
Oh my god, are we
Um,
gonna have like a few episodes where we're just stuck in court?
I ran a legal debate one time, a legal adventure one time. They got sentenced to death. It was great.
murder
so-
and manslaughter are both homicides,
Oh.
but murder and manslaughter are 2 different things. So a murder
Yes,
is not
that's
a
why one's called murder
manslaughter.
and one is called something other than murder.
I
Okay.
think
But
Frank should
murder is
be
not the
our
umbrella term.
lawyer in the
Homicide is the
court.
umbrella
All right, Micah, thanks for bringing the truth into this. Goon 2 appreciates that so much that he will attack Leon instead of Micah.
Yay.
Micah, who's not yet. Also, Micah can't technically be attacked. He's a player, not a character in the game.
Oh, what's that arrow?
Yeah. Leon, I don't think a 5 versus your armor class is going to hit you.
It's not going to hit me. No.
All right. Goon 3 is next to Frank. Goon 3 kind of strains to try and spear you. A lot of blood just kind of, it's like somebody has turned on a faucet. Just kind of gushes out of him as he stabs at you, Leon. Critical fail. He probably did more damage to himself than he did to you, in that he did 0 damage to you. And there's kind of like the stream has turned kind kind of chunky at this point. So yeah,
You
it's
You
missed.
just had your shell cleaned as well.
yeah, maybe maybe it's blood. Maybe he had like a little sack of salsa inside him that just burst. We don't know.
My salsa sack, no.
Look, I'm not a guard biologist. I don't know how these things work. The scrapper
Man,
is next.
I don't think we've said anything filthier today than salsa sack.
That's not filthy. That's just accurate.
Nope.
It's a sack
No,
full
That
of
is
that's
sauce.
nasty.
The next time we go and get food in this adventure, don't
We're
order
going
the
for salsa
salsa.
sacks.
Yeah, don't eat Mexican in Waterdeep. It's not.
Oh,
It's
my
not a good
salsa
choice.
sack burst.
All right.
God,
The
that's
scrapper is next. Now the scrapper
Salsa's going everywhere.
the scrapper has made himself clear as a deadly sharpshooter. You know, he has a bonus action. He carves a little X into his bow, which is a little presumptive since Kakara is just dying, not dead. And then he is going to line up a shot on Frank, since Frank is the closest to him, and the
How
only thing between Frank and him is one goon that's about to die, and he's going to fire a double arrow shot at Frank with his longbow. Frank, I have rolled a critical and a 12. 12 doesn't hit you. Critical is bad. Critical is double damage. Frank, remember when you guys spent like an entire session stealing enough money to buy a healing potion?
Yeah.
This is bad. You are going to take 10 piercing damage.
Yikes. Still
How much-
standing,
how much
but
hit
not
points?
feeling great.
Okay. Yeah, I think, he gets you right in one of the gaps in your shell, maybe like right in the armpit. And it is unpleasant. There's turtle blood everywhere.
My salsa.
It's,
My salsa snack.
it's for
How does it
shining
feel?
things.
Why does just each of you should carry on some kind of vessel of red stuff. But it doesn't have to be salsa. You could put jam.
I prefer ketchup.
Yeah,
Is this
ketchup,
just
a
like
chutney of some
exploding
kind.
squibs under
Yeah,
our-
just to really spice up.
I'm not
Our
really
rights.
dying. I
A
just
salsa
covered
squid.
myself in ketchup.
Yeah. Why did you have so much of that ketchup in your mouth that you were slowly spitting out?
I don't like
Frank.
ketchup, Tony. Leave me alone.
Why would you
regurgitate it.
look? Okay, I understand why you're spitting it out, but why did you have it in your mouth to begin with, Micah? That just doesn't make sense.
I
It
don't
was
have to
at the
answer that
bakery.
question.
It looked nice.
Fresh ketchup bakery. Frank, it's your turn. Frank, how are you?
Not good. Definitely not good. I've been better. Frank looks down at the arrow sticking out of his arm and says, "That hurt." And he flies into a rage. So
What happens when barbarians rage?
he gets mad.
Mhm.
He swings axes and stuff.
Swing axes.
Yeah. So what's the deal in 5e if I swap between weapons? Because Frank's got a whole bunch of crap strapped to his back.
I think it's just I forget. I believe you could do that as a bonus
As a free?
action. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just, there's a very helpful guide that I'm going to consult right now.
Oh yeah,
See
that one
here.
on
That one,
On-
yeah.
yeah.
Tony, let your conscience be your guide. Don't worry about what the internet says.
Well,
This is
I
a
want to.
really-
I'm letting you do it, but I
What's
also want to
that
look up
site
what it actually
called?
is for next time. GitHub.
Yeah, why could I not think of GitHub? That was
I don't know.
that-
You're an important tech blogger or podcaster.
I'm so
I'm just
mad I
I'm
can't
just a
remember.
dungeon master. This is a reminder of all your actions, including things that don't come up as often. I'm letting you do it, Steve. I just want to know for what the
All
real
right,
thing
cool.
is for. ladies.
So yeah, like a stroke of lightning, Frank's straps his great axe back onto his back and he pulls out two hand axes. And
Okay.
he says, "Let me try again. I have something to axes you."
Oh my god.
And he takes a swing at Goon 3 with one of his hand axes.
All right. I
Oh,
assume now you're,
dear.
like, two weapon fighting.
Yes. So that is a 14.
That is not going to hit a goon. He kind of blocks it with the flimsy spear shaft that he's got in his hand. It's all kind of splintered and messed up now.
Well, crap. Well, I was going to throw my other axe at the crapper down the
That's-
street there, but
Hey, how did you
Instead-
deface my?
James Thompson cannot be stopped.
I was not. That one was not me.
I don't know.
I mean, I can't be stopped, but that was.
And so he's going to swing the other axe at Goon 3 as well,
All right.
which is even worse. That's a 7.
Oh no.
Why
This
can we
looks
not
bad.
roll?
It was
We
nice
suck
when
at
I
this
don't know, I'm
game.
great at,
Apparently.
and you guys have been playing this for so long. How did you not get better at Dungeons and Dragons?
We're too busy to facing the map.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I think it's probably
I'm
bad
sorry,
role
Frank.
models.
I like that one, Steve. That was good.
Anything else, Frank?
No, Frank is just sad that he can't hit anybody with an axe.
Well, you're
especially after
also
making that
angry 'cause you're
hilarious
raging.
axe-related joke.
Yeah.
Can you pull yourself into your shell and just lie on the ground?
I can actually.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's
As a
thing I
bonus
can do.
action.
You
Aquafina.
might want to do that.
Aquafina, the goon that had speared you is now dead. You're free to move about the street.
You're welcome.
Okay, I move closer. I stand on top of the goon that tried to kill me,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
so I have a little bit more height.
Mhm.
And,
Empty your
One-
salsa
you're
sack
one-
on him.
You're one corpse higher than you were, which is, I don't know, maybe a foot and a half.
That's good. That's good. I'm going to.
Unless he died standing up.
Can
Yeah,
I
I can-
ask Leon to duck, and I can attack Goon 2 with my spear?
I think so.
Okay.
Leon, do you can certainly ask him, Leon, do you choose to duck?
I choose to duck.
All right.
All right. Well, I say, hey, Leon, get down. And that is a 12 plus 3. So
It's
15.
15. A 15 is the highest number that you have rolled and not hit a goon with.
What?
These guys are beefy. I told you that. That was like literally my only description of them. is that
Beefy,
they're
but not
beefy.
beefcakes.
We have
Yeah.
lost a
So
net.
we have lost a net. So we'll make sure we don't do anything.
We're
super
working without a
important
net.
until A net comes
Be
back.
careful, everybody.
Oh, wow. Too bad that's gonna be cut.
That really got to
Yeah.
That was good.
All right, Goon 2 does not like these odds as Leon, Aquafina, and Glupo have teamed up against him, but he is so far unscathed and kind of just snarls back at you.
I jumped down off the corpse before.
All right, you're now on slightly more steady ground.
I did 4 damage to him.
That's true. He's not completely unscathed. He's 75% unscathed. Glupo.
Well, I'll just try another. Actually, no. I gotta. Well, the thing I would like to do requires Kakara's presence.
Okay.
Well, I guess it doesn't.
Well, she's
Well,
dead,
yeah, it kind
so-
of does. I want to do a
Does
healing
Glupo
word.
have healing? Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
going
I
to
want to
say.
do a healing word. So I'll do that, and then I guess. Oh, I'm the one that rolls. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
So she'll get a nice surprise.
So
I am the
Annette
one who
gets
rolls.
4. Kakara gets 4 hit points when.
Can you
Kakara
put that
is
in the
back.
chat?
Yes, I can put that in the chat. CAA. Oh, no. CAA.
Let's see. Kakara would be next, but we're waiting for Annette to get back on the call.
This would not be a bad
Uh,
time to take the hour break.
Yeah,
We're
let me
coming up
have
on the
Leon
hour
go,
anyway.
and then we'll do that. Leon, you want to go?
Yeah, why not? So I can still do a sneak attack because Glupo is next to Goon 2. So 1 short sword attack. That is a 16 plus a 5, 21.
21 definitely hits. This is on Goon 2.
This is Goon 2.
All right.
And so that is 2 plus 3 damage, 5 damage.
All right. Goon 2 is severely wounded at this point, but still there.
And then sneak attack, another
Mhm.
d6 damage, which is 6.
Oh, you know what Goon 2 is not anymore? Alive. Leon, would you like to describe how you murdered another defenseless person who was just
Oh my
stopping
God,
asking
you're going to make him
directions?
describe something again? Didn't
Yep.
you learn anything from the
Um,
last time?
Yeah, I learned that I'm going to keep doing it until he gets it right.
Oh,
I
boy.
think with my 2 swords, I do them in a cross.
Don't think it, believe it.
You know, you put them in a cross and then you bring your hands back together and the head flies
just
off.
goes.
Yeah. Yeah, like I forgot to mention this
Gnarly,
Goon
dude.
2 has a rare medical condition where his head is spring loaded and was just really
I think like working in the goon profession, you probably have quite high blood pressure.
Yeah,
I think
and
that will
and,
cause-
and a compressed spine like a spring.
So what?
there's
Once
The
just-
you
rock'em
sever
sock'em
that
Yeah.
with these two blades, that
It's
head
like
just
a
flies out,
rocket.
and
It bounces
lands
off the building above.
It lands next to Kakara. I think just
All right.
as a little snack for later.
That's
Still talking.
messy and unpleasant.
Well, you asked.
I did, and I'm going to keep doing that to punish you.
Um,
Well, it seems like. Oh, sorry, you got one thing left.
Well, I've got a dual 2-weapon fighting. Can I move and attack with that?
You I
Yes.
believe you can.
Well,
Yep.
then let's go for goon number 3. So I'm going to pop over to goon number 3 and roll.
Did you use your
And-
sneak attack on Goonie 2?
I did. That's why his head
Okay.
is on top of the building.
That's
Um,
the sneakiest kind of attack is the one that makes a head fly onto a nearby building.
I've played Mortal Kombat. I know how this works. That was a 17 plus a 5, so that's quite a lot. And 22.
That will hit.
How many hit points does goon number 3 have?
Do you want to know? I'll tell you. The Goon 3 has a single hit point.
Well, I think no matter what I roll on this d6,
Let's just find out.
we
Are you
don't
gonna-
have a-
Are
we
you
don't
going to
have a-
perform a friendship on this one instead of a fatality?
Where did this 0 come from?
Babality. 4.
Oh my.
All right. Hey James, you just murdered another guy. What do I do? Make you do when you murder someone?
You make me come up with a gratuitous description. Well, I think in this one, it's like the 2 swords into the torso and then pulled out so that it's like a clean slice. And then like they look like they're fine for a couple of seconds. And
Oh,
then the
yeah.
top starts sliding slowly off.
Why does that have to be so gross?
James
You had
has
one hit
watched,
point. You could
To
have poked
try
him in
and
the
get
eye.
Tony.
yeah,
Yeah,
James,
but-
has, James has watched too much anime. You can tell.
That's not anime. Anyway,
Oh,
so yes,
sorry,
we have
or
a
kung fu movies.
we have a bisected goon 3.
Okay, but bisected this way, not this way.
He swings
No.
both ways, his torso one side and his legs the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anime
So-
is a type of homicide, but
one
it's
goes
not
this
a
way,
type of
one goes the other
manslaughter.
way. Yeah. So what? All right. Well, you have slaughtered all of the goons and turned the tide on this battle. Kakara is breathing calmly again, though still up on top of a building. And it seems like what could have been a murder on you has been turned on to a murder on them. But why did these people beset upon you? What are they going on? Is this related to the abduction of Janos Mir, the beggar king? What information will you gather from the scrapper, or will he successfully run away? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill.